Paul says to Timothy, fan to flame the gift that God has given to you. The gift was not flaming. The gift might look little, like the mustard seed. The gift might be insignificant, but when it is found into flame, it proves to be like mustard seed that grow to become like the greatest of all shrubs. Fan into flame your capacity. That is what Paul was saying to him. Fan into flame your capacity. Fan into flame your potentials. Every child of God is wonderfully endowed with great capacity, with great potentials that you may never realize in all fullness till death. Every child of God is endowed with greatness, great capacity to walk, great capacity to be happy, great capacity to be fulfilled in life. All of us, each and every one of us, has unique capacity, unique potentials. And this unique capacity is for the common good, for the beauty of the earth. God created us differently, and that is also how He endowed us differently. No child of God is shortchanged by God. No one is a passenger. No one is shortchanged. Everyone, each and every one of us is greatly endowed. What we need to do is to discover our capacity, to discover our potentials, and try to realize it. Partly our unhappiness through life is because we have not realized our potentials. We are not trying to realize our capacity. It makes one to be unhappy. Unhappiness in family life, unhappiness in business life, unhappiness in our relationship with God. It's possible that we are working on another person's potentials, capacity, because of what you have seen in someone, and you have not discovered your own. Then it brings unhappiness and a life that is not fulfilled. Envy is born for this reason. Envy is born when you do not know your capacity, when you do not know your potentials, you have not discovered them. You want to be like another person. You see someone's potentials blossoming, being fanned into flame. You see someone's capacity being fanned into flame. You want to be like him. And as you are not becoming like him, you become envious. And that leads to unhappiness. And it can lead to you trying to stop the other person from realizing his own. And nobody is stopping you from discovering your own or from realizing your potentials. And we fight and kill. We fight and quarrel because someone's capacity is blossoming. Someone's potentials are blossoming, but we are not realizing our own. You will be happier in life when you realize your potentials. Happiness will come to you. Fulfillment will come to you. No one can do what you can do the way you can do it. Because God has wonderfully created us differently. There is no another you. There is no another me. On the whole planet, in the whole wide world, there is no another you. And there is no another me. Nobody can do what I can do the way I can do it. And nobody can do what you can do the way you do it. It's just that we are not going inward to discover the person we are, who we are, the capacity that we have, that another person does not have. Nobody can speak the way you speak, even in the same family. Voices can easily be identified, even in the dark. Once you realize that you have potentials to fulfill, and the whole wide world is awaiting you to be revealed, awaiting your potentials to be fanned into flame, awaiting your contributions. I mean your personal contributions. You may not know that you have a lot. Doing what you don't have capacity for can only lead to unhappiness, and it can lead to failure. Maybe you see what someone is doing, the kind of business, the kind of work, the kind of talent that is manifesting in someone, and you say, no, I want to be like this person. Yes, you may look at someone and imitate his strategies, her strategies, in order to realize your own potentials, but not trying to do what that person is doing because you see that he's working. Doing what you don't have capacity for leads to failure, both in family life, in business life, in professions, and even in the church. You must discover what you have capacity for, or else you are only calling for failure. How do we realize our potentials? By listening to God. By listening to God. And also listening to yourself, where your passion is. And also going to people for counseling, for direction, so that your true potentials might be realized. Somebody may say, what if I have already made mistakes? Remember in Jeremiah chapter 8 verse 4, God says, when my people misrode, don't they turn back? If you are not happy and they are not being fulfilled, there is still opportunity for you to turn back. Because if you continue in that trajectory, if you continue in that movement, it will still be leading you to unhappiness.